Egon Zehnder has long been a change agent in areas of importance, including diversity, equity, and inclusion. Social change through world leadership is our challenge and our goal. Watch our colleagues from across the U.S. talk about their role and our commitment to diversity, equity, and inclusion.
We have to be very inclusive and represent the market. So I think the DE&I, all the work we're doing in DE&I is a key part of that strategy to be able to develop capabilities, have a point of view, and support our clients in their efforts and ourselves in our recruiting and retaining the best talent in the market.
During the early days of the lockdown last March, our LA team really came together to support one another. As you recall, it was an incredibly uncertain time. And the period of social unrest that we experienced in June only exacerbated our collective angst while we asked one another, where do we go from here? In the beginning, our team had a strong desire to talk. Sometimes with no agenda, we just needed to talk, express our feelings about what was happening around us. These open forums that we had eventually turned into meetings where we freely discussed topics on the D&I continuum: Juneteenth, LGBT Pride Month, women's rights, Hispanic heritage, mental health. Our culture committee did an outstanding job of curating and disseminating articles for discussion each week, and our LA team became more and more open to discussing, sharing, and being vulnerable to talk about these topics.
Our current DEI program in the U.S. was sparked in 2020 when George Floyd was murdered. Up to that point, we had an active Diversity and Inclusion Council that was having impact, but the firm simply was not putting enough energy and focus behind that effort. I'm happy to say that over the past year, we've made a lot of progress, and we have strong momentum with so many U.S. colleagues involved in this effort. But we all know there's a lot more that needs to be done. It's really important for us to make this happen, and I look forward to working with all of you over the next year and beyond as we strive to achieve our bold, ambitious DEI goals.
Two big focal points for the diverse workforce pillar. Progress over the next 2 to 3 years will be having a workforce that mirrors the population of the cities in which we operate. Our newly formed ERGs, led by an amazing group of dedicated and committed Egon Zehnder teammates, is off to a wonderful start. And this will indeed help with our diversifying the workforce pillar, as people will look to come and work for organizations where they feel that they have a voice and that they have a group to advocate on their behalves. I look forward to partnering with many of you on this exciting journey, and I look forward to see what the future holds.
I think when leaders really accept that fact that people feel differently and don't always feel the same things as they do, that's when we start to see them want to make change.
Join the Egon Zehnder team to celebrate our achievements, challenge our status quo, and shape the future through diverse, equal, and inclusive leadership.